Good afternoon, Stampin' friends, and welcome back. I am live, and this is Linda's Stamping Escape Catalog Kickoff Party, Session 2, for Saturday, May 31st. That was a lot to say. So, welcome back, everyone. Looking forward to sharing some weekend adventures with you. So don't forget to say hello when you pop in. And I'm looking forward to going over this with you. Hey, Carla, this is a good one. All outdoorsy stuff here. So I don't have my book with me. I left it downstairs, but I believe it's page 19 is the scrapbooking version of Weekend Adventures. Hi, Deborah. And what I have here is on page 73, if my recollection is correct. Um, and they're a little different. The scrapbooking kit has a lot more, has a little bit more designer paper. It has the two-tone papers in it, and it does not include the stamp set. So this I got. But if any of you are nature lovers, this is perfect. So I'm going to take this beyond scrapbooking, and we're actually going to be making 2 cards. Hi, Barb. So that's where we're going to start out. So here is our stamp set. And I think you can purchase this as a bundle, or you can just purchase this or this separate. So that's kind of nice. The scrapbooking per se, stamp sets don't scare me just because it has a big greeting or sentiment on it. Doesn't scare me. And it shouldn't scare you because I'm going to show you how you can turn this into a really cute card. So Carlos says she's ready for all her adventures. Okay. So I'm loving this little cup, and I'll show you why. I didn't realize that I have a lot of mugs. I have one here uh, from this is a Wisconsin, and man, these things are heavy, so they keep your coffee warm for quite a while. So I have this one, and then this is the one I'm actually going to scrapbook. The Copper Falls State Park and the Omnicron State Parks, my little vacation. It's probably 2 years now. And I want to scrapbook that. And that's why I grabbed this. I may go back and get the scrapbook kit as well. So I got even more paper. So, and while we're on the subject of mugs, see this little cutie here? This is a Stampin' Up mug. Got a little, what do you call those? I almost said acorn because acorns are in my head because this paper has acorns. Pine cone. Yep, has a little pine cone on the bottom, and on the inside says Happy Trails. This is one of the prizes that's going to be tucked in the goodie bags for gifts. So I just wanted to share that. So weekend adventures, we're going to be stamping with this, and then we're going to be making our second card with the scrapbook. These are die cut stickers. So you get one sheet of these, and we're actually going to make this card together because I did not want to pull this apart ahead of time. So you're going to get this, help me make my next card. All right. And then along with that, we have the designer paper. So this is one side and this is the other. So here's the trees and there's those little acorns. Those are itty bitty acorns. I know from your view, they probably just look like dots, but they are itty bitty acorns and they are cute. So that's one. And there's 12 sheets. So you get 4 of each. So if you have a big family that loves the outdoors and you want to make lots of cards, this is nice because then there's 4 sheets of these 3 different designs. So this is one side and this is the other on this one. And I love these both. And look what happens when you stamp that little mug. Here's our little mugs. That's why I brought out my mug. Okay. Now I got to get a dark one too. All the littlest things make me happy. Okay. And then our third sheet is this one, which I really like this because you got the black and white here and you got the Cajun craze and black here. So not only can you use this for your masculine or nature lovers, you can use this one for Halloween as well. You know me, you guys, I'm always thinking about Halloween. All right. Let's pull out our little pile here that we are going to use to stamp on. My card base is in Early Espresso, 8.5 by 5.5, scored and fold at 4 1/4. So I'm going to set that aside for now. And then my base here is the little trees. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And then this little piece here is 2 inches by 4 inches. And then I have my inside. And then when I cut this down to 2 inches, I had some leftovers. And that's why I cut out this little guy. And I had, whoops, enough left over to stamp my mug for another card and another day. Okay. This is going to be for my greeting. So, and this is just leftover that's going to go on the inside of the card. So we'll put that in later because we got to stamp on that one too. So I'm going to begin with, see here, I'm just going to place a piece of paper down here. I went down and got my mat so I could stamp with. This is the paper piercing mat, but I use it when I stamp with my photopolymers because it gives you a nice base. But what I want to do is the only thing I think they're missing in this set are the little shoes. The little shoes that you see are the footprints. I would have loved to have those because when I stamp my greeting, you're gonna see why. But since I didn't have those, I decided to add some color. And I'm going to use the blending brush. I'm going to come in here and take a little color, tap that off, and I'm going to start here and then just work my way down the middle. There you go. Wanted to get a little color all over. I don't need a lot. I just want a little so that it's not that just big, solid piece of cardstock. Although I did stamp one like that, so you'll be able to check it out and then let me know what you think, which one you like better. Hello, Jane. Woo-hoo, she's back again. I love it. So now we are going to ink this up. And I like to do this because then I know how much ink I'm getting in. I want it nice and dark. So I'm getting this nice and juicy. And then I am going to line this up. I hope my head doesn't get in the way. As close to the bottom as I can get it. Push that back up here. I'm letting this soak in because, like I said, I want it nice and dark. And it says adventure starts here. Wow, that turned out perfect. Love it. Okay, so now see how nice that is with that little bit of color in there instead of just that bold vanilla, because this is very vanilla. But those little footprints in like crumb cake would have been awesome. So now what we're going to do is fussy cut. Oh, don't tell me I didn't have my scissors. Ladies, I've had my scissors. There it is. Oh, good. I didn't want to run downstairs. I had like 3 of them sitting up here, so I know I took some down. So we're going to cut this out right here, and then we're going to work our way around the adventure. How does that sound? So I'm basically not moving the scissors as much as I am the cardstock, as you can see. And I'm going to just trim that off there so my finger doesn't want to stop the paper, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to cut straight across. Go back up here for our D. Back across. We're going to head straight down that A. Go around the corner. It's like a driving lesson. Okay. Straight across until we reach, whoops. You have to go a little further in. We can come back here and see how, if I'm straight enough. But that's what it looks like with that little bit of green. Know if you like that, or if you do like that bold piece. Now remember, that's going on here. So I'm going to let you guys look at that and tell me which one you like. Do you like the hint of green on it, or do you just like it plain? Meanwhile, I am going to rip my little piece of cardstock here. Leave that open yet. Just tearing this down. And then I'm going to show you a fun little trick. Now, my core colors here are very vanilla. So I didn't like the white edge. And yes, I am going to scuff this up a little bit. But before I actually do that too much, everybody's going with green. I want to show you this really cool trick. Okay, so we're going to pull this back out, scuff it back up. And I'm going to take, this is our blender pen. Remember, these are the alcohol pens. So we're just going to touch that edge. And what happens is that paper is just going to suck up that ink. And it dries really quick. So when I'm done, I can go back in and rough this up a little bit more. Give it that nice earthy, roughed up look like we get in the outdoors. So yeah, I'm not really coloring this. I'm just letting that tip of the pen touch, and then the paper itself will suck up that ink. Pretty cool, huh? And I love this dark color. It just gives you that nice contrast that you're going to get with your early espresso card base. And our nice big adventure. All right, everybody says green, so we're going to let that sit just a minute while I put the cap on, and we'll tuck this one away for another day or another card or a scrapbook page. and then we'll see how this is all put together. All right, let's come in here with our scissors, and we're just going to rough this up a little bit more. I don't know if you can see that, but see, now you have a different color brown in there. Isn't that cool? So now it almost looks two-tone. Tips and tricks. Aren't you guys glad you came and watched? All right. I like this. It almost kind of gives it that burnt edge look, right? Flip that off. Now you got some nice texture going on here. So we're going to take this and we are going to attach it to our front of our card. I'm going to pull this all the way out. Usually, you know me, you guys, I'm always letting a little bit of that other color peek out, but not today. This is going to spotlight right here. Okay, now it's time for our dimensionals. And it looks so cute when it's all together. We'll get the inside stamped too, because that's actually part of the thought behind this whole card. I'm going to put one more in there. It doesn't need it, but it's going in. Just pull the backs off. Put them up there, out of my way. I had to giggle when I looked down by my garbage can. I must have thought that I put them all in there, and they're like all over. Okay, so adventure starts here. Put that right there. Make sure I'm straight. I'm actually going to look at the screen to see if I have this straight before I pop it down. Wants to keep moving at me. Okay, now we're going to get this little guy, and I'm actually just going to tuck him up there. So he's going to be behind, but it'll be okay. Just going to tip that a little bit. That'll add a little more fun. There's the front. Now let's work on the inside. So nothing fancy, but hey, I'm doing an inside. You guys know I don't always do that, do I? Thanks, Judy, and welcome. So here I will leave that little bit of color peek out. And then we'll just cut this extra piece off. This was just a leftover piece that was hanging around. So I decided to just use it for the inside. I got another piece for the other side. Okay, and now comes the greeting for the inside. And again, once you see this, you'll know that why I put it together and my whole thought behind this card. Oops, I'm missing the bottom here. You don't want to do that. There we go. Things to do and places to see. Hi, Cheryl. So this is going on the inside of our card. Let's get that in there. Oh, look at them rich colors. That is earthy, don't you think? So wonderful for the nature lovers in your family. All right. I think this card right here is the perfect card for a retirement or a graduation card for the nature lovers in your family. And you know, it's really cool. This is gender neutral because I have a lot of friends that go camping and fishing. And I mean, I got kids that go camping and fishing and hunting. And, it's just, we tend to say it's a masculine card, but it doesn't have to be. Look at how cute this is. I love it. And then things to do and places to see. That's my motto. Places to see. I got lots of them. So adventure starts here. What a great opening to a retirement or graduation or a birthday. Hey, right? Who knows? Okay, let's put our early espresso away. And I saved that marker here because before I started, I was dyeing my washi tape because I wanted it darker to match my card base, using the same card base. So the other half. So early espresso. And then on this one, and this is why I had the little extra strips of paper. Oh, I left my inside downstairs. The one is cut in a portrait style, and this was cut, as you can see. And I probably could have just did a 4-inch and not tucked that under there. So there's a paper saving technique for you, right? Okay. So what I want to do is grab our pieces here. And my thought behind this was make either a birthday or a anniversary card, because my greeting is going to be happy day. That's what I decided to use for the card, because I've got ideas for some of this other stuff for my scrapbook page. So I don't want to tuck this down right here. So let me grab something that I can just kind of get an idea of like where I want to put things. All right. And this is going to go here because you know what I'm thinking? Look at them cute little banners. Aren't they adorable? So I want the green one, of course. Let's add this one here. And the reason I'm doing that is because it kind of matches that a little bit. And then, I don't know, checkered? What do you think? Checker, blue one? I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to put this one right in the middle. Whoops, that's not middle. So what do you ladies think? You'll notice as I hold this that I did not paint this fully or fully dye it. And I did that so that it looked old. That's what I wanted to do. Make it look old. All right. We got this, and let's put this one on here. In a floppy. There we go. I should have brought my silicone pad up here because then I could have laid all that up there and it wouldn't have stuck. What was I thinking? All right, I'm going to go with another banner. So I'm going to go with this one. Let's move this out of the way. And let's start laying this and see how far we need to go down. I think we only going to put 4 on here because they look like they would fit. This big guy is like floating in my way here. Okay. Trying to get this so that it kind of, oops, that looks kind of nice. All right, I'm going to put my dimensionals on here now because that will help hold down my baker's twine. We don't have to worry about all that other sticky stuff, right? Okay. Trying to get to the edge, but not too far. This guy slid away from me. Oh, you guys. It's kind of like working with glue. I know. We all go through this, right? Don't we? When we're making stuff. It's no different than when I cook. All sorts of stuff go on there too. Okay, I think that looks kind of cute. Just gonna drop it down a little further here because I don't want to cut any off. But I do have a little edge around there, so I can do that. Take our backs off so we can start to place. And I'm gonna start with this guy. Oh, that doesn't leave any room for hanging over. I'm gonna go on an angle. There you go, because I really do want to see the string a little bit. How's that? That's better. We're just going to tip this one. And I got everything sticking to me today. Just a little. There we go. All right. Now we can put our adhesive on. Yes. May I suggest that you, when you do something like this, you use your um, silicone pad, because then you don't have to worry about all this because it will just automatically not stick to your paper. That's what I'm worried about. So there we go. Not too bad. We actually could have just laid these down and put the little um not washi tape, the baker's twine behind it. But I kind of like that it looks like it's a little loose and it's just hanging there, and that just makes it cute. Okay, now our happy day is going to go on here, but I just don't want it to be that plain. So what do we have here? We have the blue one, but we have no other blue. That would have worked if I would have used that one, but I didn't. So I'm going to go with this guy. Okay. And see what I like this layout. I'm not sure I like that. I'm going to put that back. I'm just going to pop this up. You can always add more to it, right? It's going to super hold now that it's, there we go. Use this, then it won't be sticking on me. Okay, good. Now I can actually set it down and we'll be able to move it around. So what else fun can we put there? If we're wishing them a happy day, if it's an anniversary card, we could do a little better together. Let's pull this right off the edge. So it kind of looks like it's coming from the outside. We'll just trim that little piece off. Cute. I like that. Then we got this little guy. Do we have another little green banner or something? We do. I kind of like that. Just kind of evens everything all out. I got a better idea. We got this color here, right? What if we did this guy right over here? I got that. I have to take this one off. It's blocking my way. There we go. Cheryl says finicky. Yep, that's because we're creating on the fly. We're having a little fun here. I kind of like that. Now, I think I'm just going to add that little heart right there. That brings in this color, this color. All right, we got that all set. Let's add some more little dimensions. We're going to put one right there where the three pieces join up so we don't lose any. And then right there. Pull these off and we'll have a cute little card. Cute little anniversary card. Gosh, I know who this would be good for. How cute is that? Cute little anniversary. Who thought you could get an anniversary card out of a camping kit? All right. I'm going to put extra adhesive over my baker's twine so it doesn't push up and off. And we'll secure our little ends here. And we have a Nature Lovers Anniversary card. It is a happy today. They are better together. And we even got a little heart in there. And all our colors coordinate perfectly. You don't have to think twice about it because it's already in your whole pack. So don't forget that in your annual catalogs, you have those little card, layouts. You should keep those. If your catalog expires, just cut them out and put them in a little folder or something, and then you can keep those so you always have some layout ideas because we're always looking for that, right? So there is our retirement or graduation or birthday card, and I'm thinking this is a cute little, I might have to pop another one under there. A cute little anniversary card. Barb likes this one too. So does Cheryl. Oh, yeah. See, cute little guy. Sometimes you just have to play when you got something new. And like I said, I didn't want to pull it apart and try to create a card. I wanted you guys to walk through that whole process with me. So here we go. The adventure starts here and our happy day, all from our weekend. Yep. Such a cute. And this is the designer paper and the little cutout things. And then I added, the stamp set to it because I like the words for both cards and scrapbooking. So this is nice and big, works nice on your scrapbook page, but don't let that scare you out of using that for your cards. So I hope you all enjoyed our weekend adventure. Okay. And I won't be live tomorrow. The games and inspiration will continue. Prize Patrol. I got to post two of them now. And So the party continues, and I'll be back at 6:30 Monday night with another live. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy this beautiful weather. 68 and sunny. Woo, it's about time. Have a good Saturday. Bye now.